Tuan Lim Guan Eng, and of course also to the Deputy Chief of Mission, Mr. Kagan. Mr. Kagan, thank you very much. You will be as close as I'll ever get to meeting President Barack Obama. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, we will now start off with a few words of welcome by the country.
Very good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone. We at Paramit are greatly honored to have you here today to witness the official opening of Paramit Penang, Malaysia, appropriately called a factory in the forest, with a 162,000 square foot.
Construct this not so common architecture. Their can-do attitude and willingness to redo elements that did not meet our standards is exemplary of people who are competent yet humble.
I just want to say that this is something that we're tremendously proud of, because this really exemplifies what we see as the very best of the partnership between the United States and Malaysia that American businesses have brought for over 50 years, and going back, in fact, well before Malaysia's independence. The American companies have been active here, but the presence in Penang is very unique, not just because of its scale, but because of what it has done over the years. And I think that this extraordinary building that we see, and I have to say, I saw pictures and drawings beforehand, but they did not do it justice. This is really, really amazing. And it makes me so proud, because I think that this really does symbolize the commitment that Paramit has to its Malaysian operation.
First, let me congratulate Paramit for that wonderful factory that you have set up in Penang and of course in Malaysia, the factory in the forest. I feel very honored to have this occasion to see this unique factory in Batu Kawan and in Penang. And from what we have heard from the description made by the CEO and also from everyone here, it is clear that this is the most green factory in Malaysia. It is very appropriate that you set up in Penang, because Penang intends to be the first green state in Malaysia. I was asking the CEO, Bilu Ratau, just now, what GBI rated, is it platinum or is it gold? Platinum, my God, I don't think you have, there are very few buildings in Malaysia which are platinum rated. So I think for a factory or for a campus facility in Batu Kawan Industrial Park to be platinum rated, indeed, I think you deserve all the credits and kudos. Congratulations once again. I will definitely accept the gift offered by Paramit that you have given us a park in an industrial park. And I'm sure this is of course a credit to the United States. Very rarely do I see the United States Embassy sending representatives to an opening, a factory opening, and this is one of the rare occasions which I see it happening, and it shows the importance and the significance of this facility. I think principally because it is green, and well, it is a unique concept to have a factory in a forest, which is created specifically by the company itself. So I think this is in fact historic, and I hope that there will be more companies that will follow that green path set by Paramit. Now Paramit, of course, has a long history. Started in Morgan Hill, California in 1988, in the southern tip of the Silicon Valley, and has a medical device and instrument manufacturing factory co-founded by Mr. Bilu, who has been the chief architect of Paramit's vision and strategy. And of course, with Mr. Michel's extensive experience in multicultural international environments such as Belgium, United States, Mexico, Hong Kong, Austria, France, and Germany, will surely bring a contribution to the development of Penang. Now, Paramit's commitment and leadership will continue to drive the medical device and life sciences instrument within the medical industry is well known. And of course, for your presence in Penang and Malaysia, you increase our visibility on the movement for genetic and molecular testing, robotic surgery, and cancer treatment. And of course, Paramit wants to tap into Malaysian medical devices, where our exports last year amounted to 17.8 billion. Paramit has invested a total of $40 million over the last 5 years, and with exports amounting to $250 million. Together with long-term plans for development work, I'm sure brings incredible opportunities for both Penang and Malaysia, especially in the medical device industry and medical innovations. Now, your facility here in the Penang Science Park doubles the company's previous Penang capacity with the current employment of 530 employees, which will ultimately expand to a workforce of 800 employees. Now, when we talk about expansion, as mentioned by Mr. Kagan just now, we want to create an environment that is conducive and of course friendly to not only new investors but also current investors. And you may be pleased to know that the Penang Science Park here will be incorporated to the larger Batu Kawan Industrial Park, where there will be a continuous, it will not just be contiguous, it will be continuous. So all of these will be absorbed and included into a large industrial science park that stretches from Batu Kawan right up to Bukit Bian. And of course, we'll get a new name for it. But because Batu Kawan is so much bigger, we'll probably call it for the time being Batu Kawan Industrial Park. Because if we want to expand, having a continuous industrial park, I'm sure that would help to not only concentrate facilities and resources, I'm sure you will also help to facilitate greater specialization as well as networking amongst these companies. Now, I would always say that for the United States, some of their best decisions is of course US companies spreading out their wings throughout the world. And Penang has benefited greatly from United States investment. You are one of our earliest investors, what we call our earliest samurais, together with German companies as well as Japanese companies. And we will never forget your contribution towards Penang's not only economic development but also in terms of training our best and brightest. I mean, you may be pleased to know that many of our government agencies in Penang are run by United States companies alumni. For instance, the Penang Hill, I'm sure you love the Penang Hill. Now it's run by an engineer who was once in Intel. The Penang Tech Dome and our Penang Science Cafes are run by present executives or past executives of Keysight, of Agilent company. And this, I think, has shown the tremendous contribution and goodwill amongst the people of Penang as well as Malaysia. You know, they always say that US investments is equated with soft power. I never understand that. I always believe that that is hard power. And it is, of course, hard power that comes with goodwill from the local population. And rest assured that you have a very strong friend amongst Penangites, to the United States government. recorded strong investment growth over the last 8 years. If you look at the corresponding 8 years, from 2008 until 2015, compared to the previous corresponding 8-year period from 2000 to 2007, we have recorded a 90% increase in investments. And this is despite the challenging economic environment as well as investment climate. But what is, I think, unique about these investments? It is just not in terms of the 90% growth in terms of the volume of investments coming in. I think what is more important is the quality of investments. And so this morning, we witnessed the quality of investments, of US investments coming to Penang. And that is why we are very confident of the future. Yes, investments may decline. Of course, we don't think it would. It may decline, but we are more concerned about the quality. We are more concerned about the value added. We are more concerned about the technology bringing forward. And with companies like Paramit and many other companies, US companies coming in, we believe that you have set the benchmark. And we want companies like this. We are willing to have lesser investments if we can have more high quality investments like Paramit. So I would like to again thank Paramit for choosing Penang, and of course willing to invest in the state-of-the-art facility here. State-of-the-art, green and sustainable. I think you can't get better than that. Once again, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call on you now. Once again, put your hands together as we congratulate the opening.
I think that's it. And I hope that's what we can inherit with this building here. So, it's not a usual building.
And to ensure that it grows, we invite the three gentlemen to also water the plant.